Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Melinda, aka CatSmashPuzzles, and today we'll be doing Up in the Air by Cobble Hill. Now, before I go into the puzzle, I kind of wanted to just introduce how I got into speed puzzling. So this channel will be mainly about doing jigsaw puzzles under a timer, and therefore I just want to demonstrate how fast I am, also just doing different types of puzzles, and practicing for possibly going to nationals and worlds. So that is the ultimate goal of this channel. But I just wanted to also, share my love of puzzles with y'all, kind of join the puzzling YouTube community and kind of just be like, hey, I'm actually pretty good at this. So that is what we're here for today. But little bit of a recap. I was scrolling through Instagram one day and I found speed puzzling competitions. And I'm like, oh, this is a thing. I hadn't touched a jigsaw puzzle in about 10 years. So I went ahead and signed up for the 2024 Texas State Championship, which is run by speedpuzzling.com. And they'll be coming up a lot in my future videos because I do a lot of their competitions now. Back to the competition, I signed up for the individual event, which is, this puzzle was the individual event, Up in the Air by Cobble Hill. And I did this puzzle in 1:20:56. And at the time, I thought that was really slow. I didn't do so well. But it turned out I actually did relatively well. I got 11th place out of about 90 individuals. So I actually thought, oh, I'm actually not too bad. And I came at it completely blind and had no practice whatsoever. So I was really happy with that. Now, I have done this puzzle a couple times since. My second attempt at this puzzle was 1:03:30, and my third attempt was 57:34. And I wanted to make that clear before I do it today, because this will be my fourth attempt at this puzzle. I want to kind of talk about my goals for speed puzzling. I try to have certain expectations for, depending on how many pieces a puzzle is. So this is a 500 piece. So a 500 piece puzzle are usually good puzzles to do for speed puzzling because they're not too long, and they can be done relatively quickly. So my goal for a 500 is under an hour, and then my goal for a 300 piece puzzle is under 30 minutes, and a goal for a 1,000 piece puzzle is under 3 hours. And I will have an intro video on my homepage eventually, and that will talk about my time goals with y'all in a little more detail. I also have maybe super fast goals. Ultimately, the goal for this puzzle is under an hour since it's a 500 piece puzzle. However, since I've done this puzzle multiple times, I want to put a super fast goal on it and try to get this under 50 minutes. In the competition in 2024, the fastest person to complete it was just under the hour. But I can't compare doing it multiple times to that first attempt, because when you do a puzzle multiple times, you tend to get faster at it normally. So I don't want to just compare that. My goal is to show that I have improved. And based on my first 3 attempts, I am definitely going down in time, so that is good. And then the format of these videos will be, I kind of introduce myself, introduce the puzzle, the goals for the puzzle, and kind of where they're coming from and why I'm doing it. And then I'll do a time lapse, which will be me doing the puzzle at about 7 to 8 times speed. And then I'll do an outro, kind of explaining how I felt about it, how I felt about my time, and just hopefully, either did I succeed in my goal, did I not, and therefore just kind of wrapping it up for y'all. And just at the end, I'll post my time and my difficulty levels. I have a difficulty level of 1 to 5, 1 being the easiest, 5 being the hardest. We're going to be doing this puzzle today, Up in the Air by Cobble Hill, for my 4th attempt, because this is the first puzzle that introduced me to speed puzzling. So, let's smash it. it appears I achieved my goal of under 50 minutes. This was Up in the Air by Cobble Hill at 45:58. So I think I have drastically improved since obviously my first attempt in 2024 Texas State Championship. But in overall, just getting better. My third attempt was at 57 minutes, so I completely knocked off 12 minutes from that time. So I think I'm improving quite well. So as you can see, my journey for speed puzzling is just beginning, but I have already improved dramatically. I am tracking all my puzzles that I do, and I'm definitely seeing a trend downwards of, especially for 500, getting close to that 1 hour for an average. But doing a puzzle like this multiple times will drastically improve your score on this puzzle, because if you do a speed run on a puzzle, you just completely memorize the puzzle and you just get faster at it in general. And there will be a future episode in which I will go over that, where I do a puzzle multiple times, more than just the 4th time here. I'm obviously looking forward to, doing all these puzzles with y'all. This is just the first puzzle that I'm sharing with you. I plan to do a lot more in the future as I prepare for more competitions, whether local here in Texas or in nationals or even worlds in 2026. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I think this puzzle was definitely smashed. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.